Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Hasta Lasagna, Don't Get Any On Ya. I'm your host, David Daniel, and I'm joined by a special guest.
Bingo Jones.
That's right, Mr. Jones is here, who I'm currently suing in federal court. He's holding a wrench, his signature wrench that he's used before.
I've got a really good lawyer, I hope you know.
Well, if you've got a good lawyer, then I'm going to eat my hat. Okay. Remember that one time? Remember that one time when we went to see...
I think about that so much.
There was this one time where we were going to see a mystery movie, and I said, if the movie... Because Odeon do this thing where they have, like, mystery films, and you don't know what the film's going to be. And I was like, okay, if the movie is this movie, then then if it's not this movie, then I'll eat my hat. And I brought like a napkin, and I put it on in the trailers, and I kept it on the whole movie, and you didn't notice.
And I did not notice. You should have committed and just fully swallowed your hat.
Well, I won though. I was right. I got the movie right.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'd read Reddit. Reddit always know what it's going to be. They always guess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That movie was not very good, and yet I still cried. What's that about?
Yeah. You know, it
wasn't good.
It wasn't good, but I kind of enjoyed myself, though. I did enjoy myself, even if it wasn't that good. Yeah.
It was a Taika Waititi movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame that it wasn't better.
About the footballers. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's a shame. I feel like he really fell off over the last couple of movies he's done. Because he used to be my favourite director, with Hunt for the Wilder People and Boy and things like that. Like, such great movies.
Yeah.
And Thor Love and Thunder was just... abysmal.
For Love and Blunder.
Yes, real.
Hey, For Ragnarok. More like Boar Ragnarok, am I right?
Oh, got him.
I actually really like that movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. I think that's a Marvel movie.
Anyway, this week, we're talking about video games.
Hell yeah.
We're just going to talk for a bit about video games. Just see where the conversation goes.
Hell yeah.
So,
you know what I've been sinking many hours into?
What is it?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, nice.
I've played for 50 hours and I've just made it to Baldur's Gate.
Wow, 50 hours.
50 hours.
This on your PC?
And on my personal computer.
What kind of a graphics card you got?
Maybe like a...
You could say anything right now, and I was
trying to think of, racking my brain for GCSE computer science, thinking of, anything I could possibly say, and just nothing arrived. 50 RAM?
You could have said, a GigaClear 96
50 whole RAMs in this bitch.
I remember I really got into wanting to build a PC when I was 13. I looked up all the parts, and I've watched videos, and I just really got into it. It's why I took computer science.
Yeah, I think it is a cool thing, but you can just sink so much money into it.
Yeah.
Which is why I stole all of my components from my friends.
The closest I got to getting any of the parts was I bought some speakers.
Those don't even go on the computer.
That was with my paper round money.
Oh, wow.
Guess how much I got?
When was it? 15?
When I was 13 to 14, did a paper round. Guess how much I got paid per week?
£5.
No, more.
£1.
No, more.
15.
More.
300.
No, lower.
Pound. £20.
£25.
25? Wow.
That was a lot of money back then.
That is a lot of money. That's more than I used to make at my actual proper job.
That can't be true.
No, I used to make a little bit more than that, I
A
think.
little bit more than that.
Fortunately.
I recently bought a PS3 to play Max Payne 3 because I bought it. I'm gonna play the game and I'm gonna sell it.
Oh, brilliant. Do you want to sell it to me? I really miss my PlayStation.
Of course, you can definitely. I'll give you half price.
Although, actually, I think I had a PS4. Which one's the one that had Spider-Man?
That's PS4.
Yeah, I had a PS4.
You still want the PS3?
Sure. I don't have any games for it, but
I can give you it with Max Payne. It comes with the It came with it.
wow, that's worth it, man. That's so worth it.
I'm so excited to play it.
Is Max Payne the one where they do like bullet time?
Yes.
Crazy.
The Matrix.
Matrix style. That's
John
actually
Woo.
awesome. I think more games should have that.
Agreed. Have you played Super Hot?
Super Hot. Yeah, Super Hot was so good.
Oh,
I played the VR one on my mate's headset. It was actually crazy. Blew my mind.
I don't care for VR.
I don't like it. Get away from me. Why is that?
Beep. That's not my name.
Fuck. Wait. Okay, let's try that again.
Okay.
Why is that, Dave?
Thank you. That's gonna make the edit so much easier. I remember at work we had to use it once to simulate some sort of activity we were doing.
Yeah.
And I ended up being in an interview in VR. I had to like crouch down to sit down on the chair properly, and it was just really disorientating. I hated it.
Yeah.
It completely took me out of real life, and it put me into this world that I did not want to be in.
Yeah. Wow. I think that is.
That's the point.
I mean, that kind of shows it works, doesn't it? If you felt like you were getting transplanted to another reality.
Exactly.
I did do one where you had to like walk out onto like a tightrope above a skyscraper, and it was all a bit scary.
That sounds
horrendous. It made my legs go all funny.
Oh, when you get those jelly legs?
Yeah. And it was like my first experience with VR, so I was like really, yeah, it's kind of crazy. What's happened to VR? I haven't seen like any cool VR stuff happening recently.
I used to have...
Because that was like the big thing, like 6 years ago or whatever.
I used to have a cardboard VR set that I put my phone in, and then I would like put it on and I'd play like this horror game.
Oh god. Wow. Wait, the one with the clowns?
I have no idea.
Scary clowns. I remember doing that one time. That was really scary. I think VR horror has gone too far. I feel like that's going too far, you know?
It's gone too far.
Like, I don't want to actually trick my brain into thinking I'm genuinely
going
in the
to die,
horror scenario. That's the worst thing ever. Like, getting a bit excited watching someone else get murdered is alright, but, like, thinking I'm genuinely the one who's going to get murdered is too much.
Yeah, I get that.
Shouldn't be allowed.
It's too intense.
Too intense,
so
yeah.
We're against VR on this podcast.
We all hate VR here.
We got to take a stance.
Yeah.
We've been asked to take a stance.
All of our many fans have asked us to take a stance.
They've asked us to take a stance.
VR.
I play one game per year. That's sort of what I do. Every year, I make sure I play at least one game.
Okay, that's cool.
Last year, I played Alan Wake 1.
What is that?
Alan Wake it's about a writer. It's a horror story. It's about a writer who's there's spoilers, but his wife gets kidnapped, and then he doesn't know what happened to his wife. He's like every writer has a story, and my story is I lost my wife. He talks like that.
Yeah, that's dramatic.
It's very dramatic. It's set in. It's sort of like if Twin Peaks was a video game.
That's awesome.
So
I do love a bit of Twin Peaks.
it's a great video game. I had a lot of fun with it. Played it in a whole weekend. Just spent the whole weekend playing it. Isn't that the best when you do that?
That's the best when you just get like fully wrapped up in it.
Yeah, I was fully wrapped up in it.
40 hours of this game. Yeah,
great game. Would recommend. Haven't played Alan Wake 2. I've bought it, tried to play it, got a bit bored. Maybe I just.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think I just wasn't in the right mood at the time.
You've got to be in a specific mood to get really into a game, I think.
I've got it. I'll give it a go at another time in the future. But I also I actually broke my rule. I played 2 games last year.
What?
I also
2
played.
whole games?
I played Sifu.
What is that?
Sifu is a game where you play, this ninja guy, and his father is murdered in front of him when he's a kid by this gang of ninjas. And you spend the game going to a location and then beating up a bunch of people to try and get to the boss, who is one of the people who was involved in your father's death.
Sick. That sounds awesome. Wait, are you like a ninja then?
You're a ninja. It's the best combat I've ever had in a video game. It's so much fun. I played on easy difficulty, as I do with all games, because I'm bad at video games. But it was still quite hard. And so every time you die, you age in game.
Oh my god!
So by the end of the game,
That's so cool.
I was like late 60s.
Wow!
And if you reach like, I think it's 70, you have to restart the game from the start.
Whoa, that's brutal. They did a similar thing with Sekiro, I think it was called.
Oh,
the From game.
Oh yeah.
Where obviously they're like super difficult games, all of the From Software ones, and you like die all the time. But then Sekiro, they made it so that like the more you die, the more this like disease spreads through all of the NPCs. So like if you die too many times, then you'll just like lose NPCs that you really like. They'll just like die.
That's cool.
I think it is cool. Yeah.
I've never played a FromSoft game. Why don't you tell us a bit about that? About Dark Souls and all of that.
Well, Dark Souls is my favorite game series.
Really?
Of the time. Yeah. They're just fantastic games. The first Dark Souls game, I think that was the most like important. I don't know. That was like the most revolutionary experience in gaming for me. It was like, because up to that point, I played lots of fantasy, but I'd only played like Skyrim and stuff, where it's quite an easy game. And then I was playing Dark Souls, and it's like just so brutally difficult. And where in most games I just give up, I just didn't. Like it's really very rewarding once you actually do beat it. And okay. I think it just like changed my whole mindset with games. It was like, yeah. I just think it was awesome. And, like, obviously the world is just, like, so well developed. The game looks great. Plays brilliantly. Like, the combat is just so much better than any other game I've ever played. And then they've got, like, 6 other games as well. And they're all brilliant, so...
You played Elden Ring?
I think Bloodborne. I haven't played Elden Ring yet, no. I usually wait for a game to get to, like, half price and then I buy it. But Elden Ring's still really expensive.
Yeah, it's like 49 quid.
Yeah, I know I'll love it though if I did get it.
I've been thinking about getting into some FromSoft games for a while.
Yeah.
I tried to play Bloodborne and I got stuck.
Bloodborne's so good. I love Bloodborne. Like the aesthetic of it is just like so cool. And it plays brilliantly. It's great.
Yeah, I was thinking of starting... Should I start with Dark Souls, first Dark Souls?
Yeah, I could do. Or Dark Souls 3. I think Dark Souls 3 is slightly nicer to play, just because it's slightly less clunky.
Okay. I was also thinking about starting with Elden Ring, I think about
Yeah.
Elden Ring every now and then, and I'm like, kind of would really like to play it. But I'm also really bad at games, so I'm like, I'm just scared. I'm scared of what will happen.
Well, no, but I was really bad at games until I played Dark Souls.
Really?
And then it forces you to just get good at Dark Souls, you know? The only way to go is just to get good at it.
I think I had that with Sifu, where I was
Really?
I wasn't very good, but then I did get better.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think, yeah, it's just pretty cool, like, seeing yourself get better at something, you know?
Definitely.
And yeah, I mean, there's lots of other parts of Dark Souls that make it just a brilliant game. Like aside from just its difficulty and how rewarding it is, like the way that the map is just like fully interconnected, I always just found so satisfying. Like you'll go through this massive area that will take you like 3 hours, and you'll get to the other side, and you're like, oh, I'm here. Like this is back where I started. Like this map all loops back round and it all connects back up, which is something you don't have in Dark Souls 3, unfortunately. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, it's just... I think it's just one of those games that's just, like... just fantastic. It's, like, almost perfect, you know? Can't beat it.
Great. That's great. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our conversation.
Cool.
Where we talked about video games. And I think next episode, Mary should be back. So you'll be saying goodbye to Mr. Jones.
Goodbye.
Who I'll still be seeing, so I'll be suing him in federal court. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe.
Yeah, smash that like button.
And we'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye-bye.